Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for tuning in. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Alberta, your motivational bestie, and I'm so excited that you're here. You tuned in to participate in the conversation, and I love that you do that. So thank you. If you're new to my channel, welcome. You can always expect some motivation, inspiration, and just a little push, a little nudge forward in your journey of whatever it is that you're up to, just to really help you to be the best version of yourself. So tonight, I really want to talk about something that I find that's quite interesting. It might be a little controversial. Some people might not agree with me, but that's okay. Um, the topic of tonight's conversation, I really want to talk about the things we listen to. Do you really trust your mind? Yeah, I know, huh? We're supposed to trust our minds, but do you really trust your mind? I think our minds could be so corrupted by so many things that's happened in our lives or that's happening around us that sometimes our own mind, which, hear me out here, could be sabotaging the things that you're up to. Let that one sink in for a little bit. Our own mind can sabotage us from the very things that we're up to. Perfect example. I like to draw from my own experiences to share with you. So it's not just conversation, it's things that I'm going through. There was an opportunity, something that came up, and I thought, oh my gosh, this would be a great fit for me. This will be perfect. And I went ahead and looked into it, but I hadn't heard anything. And I waited and waited, and I hadn't heard anything. And I saw the email came back indicating that opportunity still existed. And I thought, that's weird. I thought I was, ideal. I put myself out there and nothing happened. Then I thought, well, maybe I should reach out to the person that I know could lead, is in charge of it. And I could hear myself, I could hear my mind saying, well, maybe they're not going to give it to you. Maybe this isn't for you. Or maybe you're not qualified. Or maybe you're not ready. You know what? Don't even worry about it, because you saw them, talking about it with others. I envisioned. I thought that's what I saw. You saw them talking about it with others, because I've heard other conversations about it. It's probably not for you. I don't think they're looking at you for it. Okay, let it go. And I had this whole mindset about what's not going to happen for me. And I started to dive into it and believe it and says, I don't think they think I'm ready. I don't think they think I can do it, or whatever it is that was coming up for me. And I started feeling some type of way. I started feeling not defeated, but almost upset at the fact that here I am, I put myself out there and nothing's going to happen. It's not happening for me. That's not right. I didn't even get a chance. They didn't even talk to me about it. I cannot even believe that's how this is happening. And obviously it's going to be taking away. It's going to be fulfilled, and that'll be that. And I just had a whole, story. I had a whole idea of what was happening with no fact. My mind was telling me this and I was believing it. And I was, not that I was only believing it, I was feeding into it. Well, maybe they don't think I'm ready. Maybe they don't think it's for me. You know what? Fine. I don't need that anyways. Although I was very much interested, but all of a sudden I started twisting things for my own comfort zone, for me to feel comfortable about the idea of what I thought. And then I had to put the brakes on it, and I said, wait a minute. How true is that? I had to question myself, question my own mind of how true is that? Let me back up a little. Before I did that, I spoke to a friend and she's like, you know what? Don't even worry about it. You know how people can be. Perhaps they don't see you that way, and started feeding into the thing that I thought was true. And yeah, the story got bigger. My friend backed me up with what my thoughts were and just said, that's happened to me before and so on and so forth. And she said, maybe it's not God's plans. All of that came into play. Then I walked away and I thought, wait a minute. But I don't know that. She doesn't know that. I don't know that. And I stopped there. I stopped myself and I said, you know what? I need to operate out of facts. What is the truth here? Is that really not an opportunity for me? Am I really not going to get a chance at this? Or is it something that could really work on my favor? I don't know that. And I said, I am going to the source and face the source and speak to them directly. Then I thought, well, that's pretty bold. Do I really need to do that and embarrass myself? Perhaps it's not my opportunity. Perhaps it's not my time. Then I said, nope, I am not going to listen to my mind telling me something that have no actual fact. I am going to move forward and do the very thing that I believe is right. I don't know until I find out. And that's how I strive to live my life. So I went and sent an email, sure enough, and asked. And then it was like, oh my goodness, I'm so glad you're inquiring about this. The email that went out, that was from the year before. Actually, that opportunity doesn't even exist anymore. But I think there's a glitch. This continues to go out. Now that I know, if the budget and things allowed, oh my gosh, I'll definitely give you the inside scoop and let you know. That would be great if you'd consider that, if that becomes available. And I thought, whew, here I am, thinking something that's not going to happen, that wasn't even fully available at the time that I saw it. And I stopped and I thought, you know what? I got to speak about this, because sometimes we disqualify ourselves without even finding out the facts. What is the actual fact? Is this a no for me, or is it still a possibility? So I want to invite you, before you jump the gun, before you jump to conclusions, learn the facts. If you want something, if you're after something, it may be possible, it may not be. Who knows? But get the facts. Your brain can just not be accurate. Yes, we're supposed to trust our minds and trust our thoughts, but that might not be the actual truth until you find out. So it's a training for me to continuously go, wait a minute, let me fact check this. You know how nowadays people are fact checking things? Let's fact check what it is we're thinking of before we get reactive, because you might be blocking your blessings. There are so many things that's probably available to you, but you could listen to a friend that will fuel your own doubt, and then you make that be the final decision. I'm asking you to consider finding the whole truth. Seek to fully understand before you disqualify yourself of a potential opportunity. Sometimes things may not be what it seems. Just because it looks a certain way, that doesn't necessarily mean it is what it is. Find your fact. Double check things, especially if it's an opportunity for your growth and development. Don't stay stuck. Learn to find out every single thing that you can, so that way you can make an informed decision. I tell you, I felt better walking away from that conversation. I felt a sense of closure, because now I wasn't wondering if that email comes across my desk. I'm not like, could this be? Oh my gosh, I can't believe I'm not being. No. I've put that to rest. I know where I stand, and I know if this opportunity is mine, when it arises, I will be ready, because I'm preparing myself. So my reason for coming here is just to really stop to think, how oftentimes do you disqualify yourself for something without actually knowing for sure whether it is or it isn't? Take a leap of faith. Learn from what could potentially be a mistake of mine, and really do your due diligence. Work it till completion to find out. If you have that mustard seed of faith, that's all it takes. If you believe it's something that could work in your favor, do the digging, do the investigating, do the legwork, and then you can make a decision that you feel good about. I hope this helps you in the things that you're thinking about before you jump to conclusion, or have another friend fuel your own doubt. Pray about it, think about it, meditate on it, and do the work. Do your research and gain the fact, so then you can make your true informed decision. I hope all is well with you. You take care.